Boom, man, we live. And let's go ahead and hit y'all with the intro as we get y'all to season 4 of Kingdom Cast. Week 1, Chiefs and Ravens, AFC Championship rematch. Let's get it. And we here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share on your social media platforms. I'm here with my guy Boogie. Just us two for the time being. We here, man. Back to back banner night. Season
Yeah,
4.
yeah.
How we feeling?
Good, man. I'm ready. I'm ready. Like you said, we've been waiting on this. Preseason was, they get old real quick. You want to see some real football. And we got this probably one of the best matchups you can have all year. So no better feeling, man.
It sure ain't, man. Like, people been dreading, you know what I'm saying? Like, people been dreading the return to the National Football League. But hey, we here now, so let's get straight to it, man. As we all know, that we won't have Hollywood Brown for this game. Many people were looking forward to him going up against the team that drafted him. But we got some reinforcements. We got a familiar face now. Juju Smith-Schuster. He's played against this team numerous times. He's kind of familiar with what they like to do on defense. So he's not gonna be too much of a drop off. And then you got the anticipated debut of Xavier Worthy because everybody's looking forward to him stretching the defense. And hopefully making a big play. So we got those two things going on. So like the first thing I want to touch on is that um, is Hollywood losing Hollywood. Is it a bigger drop off? Is it a big drop off, or is it doesn't really hurt that much?
I think it's a big drop off. I think what Hollywood could do, he's just a good route runner. He can go deep. He can do a little bit of everything, and just having him out there opens it up for everybody else because he can run those intermediate, those short routes, and them long routes. But like you said, just having Xavier, it, drafting him too, having that 4.2 speed out there, still it's still gonna open up so much underneath for Rice and Kelsey because you have to you can't teach that type of speed. 4.2 speed, fastest speed in combine history. We know what he's gonna do. So we just saw. I seen Nate Taylor saying something about him earlier too. How the Chiefs was trying to make sure that he got a deep play and that you should see something paraphrasing this game, and I think we will too. I think they go put a point of emphasis on Xavier Worthy, and he gonna make the most of that Hollywood absence right now.
Yeah, and I think they are going to test that for sure. But I expect the Ravens to have a fast guy on the other side of the ball, like Nate Wiggins. He's like one of the few guys that can maybe run stride for stride with Xavier Worthy. So we may test him out. You know what I'm saying? See if he's ready for it or whatever. But I could definitely see us taking like a shot or two with Xavier just to try to get the momentum going, get the fans into it. So
Mahomes for sure taking this shot. I'd be shocked if he didn't take a shot now, man. Just how they like you said how they was doing in preseason, putting a point of emphasis on that. I'd be shocked.
yeah, definitely. So with that being said, I mean we got that out the way. Judas Smith Schuster, he's back in the Chiefs uniform. Um, to me, I think Juju is going to be a bigger factor than what some people may think.
Mm,
Because honestly, like we're familiar with Andy Reid and how he does rookie wide receivers. Like
hmm
at least the first half of the year, he brings them along slowly. So like I kind of want people to temper expectations with Xavier just a little bit for that reason. And the reason why I say that is I feel like Judas Smith Schuster is going to play more of the snaps. And I think he's going to be more of a factor on this team. Just because, like I said in the beginning, the familiarity with offense. He knows the Ravens well, and I think it will be I think it will be much of an issue. Like I think Juju could be in a position to like score in this game. That's how I'm feeling right now.
I'm gonna go the opposite direction than you. What's up, Taylor? I'm gonna go the opposite direction than you. I don't think Juju's gonna be that big of a deal. I think I think he, like you said, he just lifted the floor. I think coming off them injuries he got, I don't think we go just throw him out there. I think he gonna be more like a Jason Avant was for the Chiefs. I think it's gonna be that type of role. I think they will still give Worthy more of those snaps. Juju will come in on probably run downs and use him a little bit. But you think he's healthy enough to run all those routes and to play that many snaps like that, Chuck?
Oh no, I ain't saying he gonna play like majority of the snaps. I'm just saying he'll be like at least the third wide receiver on this team. Now, I'm not saying he gonna be all out there like the entire time, but in situations where we gotta get first downs or whatever, you're gonna see him out there. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying? If we need to move the chains, I can see him being out there
Taking
more of
Sky
those
Moore's
situations.
type snaps, mostly like
Yeah, because I mean, honestly, bro, like I think we all in agreement. Sky Moore, he gonna be more like a special teams guy, but it wouldn't surprise me if Sky got a few snaps on offense,
yeah.
but
I
it's not
can
really
see
gonna be
that too.
much. Yeah. So we got that out the way for wide receivers. The other thing that I want to look forward to is Kingsley
Mm.
Suamataia, his debut at left tackle. We don't see some good things out of him during the preseason so far. Now it's for real. Like you're gonna be out there the full 60 minutes, dealing with that Ravens defensive line out on the edges, and maybe the D tackles too if needed. So I'm interested to see how he holds up. But I honestly think that Kingsley's gonna be able to do a hell of a job. Like, of course, there's gonna be some growing pains throughout his rookie season, but I don't think we're gonna lose much in comparison to what we have with Donovan Smith. Like, he should be able to be better than Donovan Smith really right out the gate. So
Yeah, I agree. I think even with the growing pains, he will be. But I like what he was saying about even playing Baltimore, about them being the bullies, and he know what's up. Like it's not like it's the Ravens, bro. It's the same Ravens that's been there 10, 12 years, however long Harbaugh, even before Harbaugh. He'll be physical, even if he wasn't a rookie. So he know what type of game it's gonna be. He going against some good. I'm not gonna pull a country and try to say his name respectfully, but he going against some a good pass rusher this year, this first game too. So we're gonna see what the rookie got, man. Like you said, it's gonna be growing pain. So I'm not gonna think he's a bust if he give up a sack this week. I'm not gonna think he's a bust if he giving up a couple pressures. I want to see him getting upfield on runs. I want to see him doing good on ones. It's gonna be growing pains. I think he gonna be all right though.
yeah, for sure. Go to the comments here.
So
They're gonna have to cover too much to keep 10 from running through 'em. Well, yeah, for sure, Ted, for sure.
I'm hoping he have a big game. We have our. I
Yep,
think we do. I think we do,
definitely.
Jay.
All right, and then also what helps is Joe Tooney. He's back in the fold, so Joe Tooney. He's very good at helping out the left tackles, especially young guys like Kingsley, who's got the potential to be one of the best in the league. So that's definitely a
Future
plus.
Hall of Famer Joe Tooney.
Yep, for sure. And he's a part of the best guard center guard combo in the league. So
Yeah.
now, Jawan Taylor. I mean, how you feeling about Jawan heading into this season? Because I feel like I feel like he did pretty solid in preseason for what I seen.
Yeah, preseason he did good, but now I ain't going there yet. Let me see a little bit of this year. I'm not falling for that shit. I know y'all said he played better in the playoffs. I agree, but he played so bad during the regular season with them penalties and stuff. I want to see if he got that timing down, if he's gonna continue to do that, or whatever the case may be. I want to see another step out of him. He getting paid good money. If he can't take that step and be a top 10ish right tackle, you know what type of conversations I'm trying to have. So I'm definitely looking at Jawan Taylor this year. I don't want to hear no false start. 74. Let's see if we can cut them penalties in half this year, at least.
So I feel you. I'm with you on that for sure. But with that being said, like let's talk about the Ravens defense and how we can maybe exploit them. Um, from what I saw on their depth chart, like their secondary is pretty deep, man. Like they got Eddie Jackson as a backup, and Eddie Jackson started in Chicago, and he was pretty good. So
Ball hawk.
yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
crazy. So you got that. You got Marlon coming back. You got Brandon Stevens, and then the young boy Nate Wiggins, like we just mentioned.
And
And
Hamilton too.
yeah, Kyle
I
Hamilton.
mean, they
When,
got
hey, they loaded, man. Marcus Williams coming back too from injury, so they pretty loaded back here in that secondary. Now, what I'm interested to see if they linebacker core is going to be just fine without Patrick Queen. Because, like, to me, Patrick Queen, he played cool, but I don't think it's going to be that big of a loss for them, honestly. I think somebody else can maybe fill that role in and they'll be all right in that standpoint. But let's talk about Roquan, man. Do you think Roquan was trolling when he said you gotta stop the run, make him one dimensional? You think he was trolling when he said stop the run first?
no. I think he really believe that. I think they really believe if they can just make Mahomes throw it 40 times and that's all he's doing, they got a better chance than if Andy Reid can be creative. He can be hitting them going east, going west, going south. I mean, going north, going south, hitting them different ways. I think it is harder for the Chiefs to be defended, especially how we are on offense now. Last year, we really couldn't move the ball like that. So yeah, of course, it didn't matter. But now we got so many different weapons. Like you said, even with no Hollywood, we still got Rice, Worthy, Kelsey, Pacheco running the ball healthy with this offensive line. Like it's a lot of different ways we can beat teams now. We don't have to just beat teams one way. So when you can win multiple ways, yeah, if I'm a defender, the easiest way for me to beat you is if you only trying to attack me one way. So I only have to defend you one way. So I think that's what he meant. But no, I don't think he troll. I think they done with the troll. I don't believe that, Chuck. You think they still trolling after last year? How they was talking and all the little antics before the game, and I don't think they'll be doing that again.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But it is like common in football. Like you're supposed to like focus on the run first, and you take that away, make them throw it. It increases your chances of getting an interception. But against the elite quarterbacks, it's easier said than done.
For sure.
So,
It's Mahomes for sure.
so go to the comments. You only had two flags last night. Oh yeah, Jamar got it together at the first half of the year. I mean, they stopped picking on him.
Quinn, Quinn, he had a lead by about 30 penalties. He didn't need no more. He still finished in first place by far.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But
We'll see.
I get what you're saying. But I need to see that consistently. Start of the year.
Mm-hmm. The last time we played
That's
Derrick Henry was the same game plan. Pat threw it 68, 68 times.
just saying.
That's funny. Yeah, for sure. CEH in my fade team is gonna mess him up. Well, CEH he not gonna be playing. Like he out the
I was
first
about to
four
say
weeks.
yeah, okay. I didn't think he was playing, man. We got Perrine. Perrine to be doing that.
Yeah, how much do you think he plays? Do you think they kind of save him for week two since he kind of just got here?
Yeah. I think Carson still probably get a little bit of that too. I think it's gonna bounce back between them two. But Perrine, I think, could be able to step in. He a vet. He didn't been around the block. He should be able to come in and give us some snaps. Pacheco go, but like Pacheco all summer we've been talking about him working on being the third down back and catching more, and we've seen some signs of that. So shit, he should be stepping up getting some of that. So Paul, he should be stepping up getting some of that early, and then we get Carson Steele and maybe Perrine a couple snaps. Not too much though. But it's the Ravens too though, man. We just said all that about them being physical. You don't want to just let it only be Pacheco taking the wear and tear. We let some other fresh bodies get in there too.
Yeah, and also like Pacheco, I mean, this is an opportunity for him to show the coach staff that he can take on a big workload. With Piedmont just getting here, might be playing a few snaps, but like you said, you got Carson Steele. Carson Steele, he can take some load off of Pacheco as far as like the short down situations. Getting them 1 or 2 yards that we need to keep moving the chains. But hey, you can put him in the backfield on 1st and 10 if you wanted to. Like he
Yeah,
said during the week that he's a guy that you can line up all over the field, put him wherever you need him, and he'll get the job done. So
I think Perrine and Carson Steele for week 1 should be okay. If we get them about 10 carries, I I wouldn't be surprised on that either, Paul. Everybody
yeah,
worried about the receivers and all that. You got it now,
mm-hmm. Sky
Quinn.
in the backfield.
Quinn,
Oh
let's
God, we don't need to be doing all that cute stuff. I'd
Quinn
rather
on that bullshit, man.
I'd rather somebody else in the backfield than Sky, bro. Like I ain't doing all that.
I'm with him. I think Sky is like special teams, man.
Mm-hmm.
I
But
just don't see
but I'm
him
with
getting
Paul though.
all that.
I'm with Paul though, man. Pop probably is gonna have a career year, and like I'm sure his contract talks will be coming up soon. He's getting close to the expiration of his contract, his
And
rookie contract.
and I feel like Pacheco just haven't even had a good year stat wise, like compared to how he really didn't play. Because he didn't got hurt, missed a couple games, so it looked like damn he didn't even have a 1,000 yard season. But shit, before he got hurt, he was a top 5 rusher. Like I know last year it was points in time we was talking about Pacheco was the best player on offense besides Mahomes. We needed to get him the ball more. So the stats not don't necessarily show what type of back Pacheco been. So I definitely think he could take that step, man. I hope he
Yep,
do.
yep, definitely for sure. And then also then we didn't even touch on the Ravens defensive line. You got Namdi Madubuike, like he changed his name like 2 days ago, so he's
Yeah,
Namdi now instead of Justin. And I was like, all right, this is interesting timing that you do this right before the
gotta get
Thursday
them
night
jerseys,
kickoff.
man. Them new
Yeah,
jerseys.
yeah, very interesting. But they lose Clowney, so they got to replace that. They got always still, Najabo backing up. Just name those few guys, but I think I think the key for the offense is you establish the run, get Pop going. You got like I said, we got the best interior in the league. Get that going, and that's gonna open up for Patrick Mahomes to where like you ain't got to worry about Hollywood Brown not being out there. So that's gonna open everything up, in my opinion. Like if Pacheco gets like 20 touches and gets about 4 to 5 yards per carry or per touch, shoot, we're gonna win the game. So,
Yeah, I'm with you on
and
that. I think the balance.
that's a great
Yeah,
point, Gina.
yes, yeah. I think the balance is the most important thing. We know Mahomes can just do what he do. Like I was saying earlier, if we get Pacheco going and we can play action and we can be getting the ball to Kelsey quick, we could be doing that quick stuff, getting it to Rice quick and just getting the ball in their hands. We got a better chance of beating the Ravens instead of just being pass happy. Mahomes holding on to the ball. We don't want them type of games because we both probably agree that Ravens is gonna try to run the ball and control that clock a little more this game. It's been such a big point of emphasis on the playoffs and all that. They got to do it with Derrick Henry. They got to do it at some point. Just run the ball and try to keep the ball away from us. So we got to stay balanced, and I think we will. I think it. I think Pacheco will have a good game, man.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm gonna go to this comment here. They feel like the weight loss Pacheco. I think it will make him quicker. I think it'll help him with his quickness. Now, I don't. Now, I think just from seeing him at camp, I don't think losing that strength and losing that power. I don't think there's gonna be a drop off from that standpoint. I think he'll still have that. He'll still have the ability to run like he's mad at the ground, but he should be straight.
Yeah, I ain't worried about that shit. I think he'll be all right.
Mm-hmm. All right,
Long as
now
he's healthy, man. That's all we need. Long as he's healthy, I think we all right.
Now, this is more of a question mark than anything when you go to the defensive side of the ball. Now, here's a couple things that I'm going to be looking at. Cornerback two, that's the main thing. I think
Yeah.
everybody's going to be looking forward to because for what I heard with the Chiefs, it's going to be Jalen Watson over there,
Mm.
and then it'll be Trent, and so who they have as the third corner?
Nazi, wasn't it?
It
I
was
thought
either
Johnson.
Nazi,
I
it
thought
was
he was
Nazi or
starting, and then
Connor. It's
Connor.
one of them. But so I'm interested to see how Jalen holds up because Jalen that last preseason game, him, it was shocking to me that he played that much, and when he did, like it didn't look all that great. Like his tackling wasn't there in that last preseason game. So I mean, hopefully we get that tightened up. But he's experienced. Being a world champ, he's contributed in certain games. So like in this particular matchup right here, like I'm just interested to see who he's gonna line up against. I think he'll probably get like Rashad Bateman. I think that's the one matchup I'm really concerned about because I talked stuff about Bateman before, and he hasn't been all that great as first round picks, and he ain't really lit up to the expectation. But the reports I've been hearing from the Ravens is that and like some of his teammates is that he's primed to have a big year. But I gotta see it to believe it. But I think I think in this matchup he might have a decent game, but I don't think he'll go too crazy. But overall, how are you feeling about the secondary as a unit?
You know how I feel about him. I've been telling you that all summer. I've been thinking this is gonna be a problem, and that is one reason, like why I was telling you before we started the show when we was talking. I think Lamar have a good game because I do think that corner position is gonna be a problem. One of the problems. Uh, Lamar last year we complained before last year started we complained Lamar never had weapons. Finally got some weapons last year. He looked better. So this is gonna be their second year. Uh, they should be taking another step up. I think Derrick Henry, he doesn't change their offense. They got the same type of offense. They go run the ball and they go get creative and get them receivers the ball on that outside. So I think they go find ways to get Zay Flowers off of McDuffie. I would against Jalen Watson, whether it's deep, whether it's short. I would be definitely trying to pick on them number two corners if I'm Baltimore. So I know they are. Hopefully Zay Flowers just don't have too big of a game.
Yeah, because like we lose that physicality with Legere Sneed and like his
Yes,
ability to blitz. So we got to
that too.
replace that, and we just got to see if Connor is like what type of player he is. And also another thing, like I'm interested to see how the Ravens go about their offense. Like, do they go more under center now with Derrick Henry? Do they still run? Do they cut down on shotgun a little bit and run like more under center, pistol style type of style offense? Because like if you run Derrick Henry shotgun, it kind of takes him a minute to get going.
hmm
So what do
And
you think about that?
Baltimore also kind of like with how the Chiefs are, we rotating our cornerbacks. They're rotating on their offensive line. So I wonder how much that influenced that shotgun or under center, like you were saying.
Now, me and you, we've been watching Chiefs for a long time. I mean, and we've been keeping track of the secondary during this era of
hmm
football. Like, do you agree? Like, do you agree with the consensus that we are much better against wide receivers who are kind of short, not really tall, in comparison to like the tall guys that can run fast and make plays one on one?
Yeah, I don't know the stats on it, but I would say that. And I think also going with that point that you just made, we had Snead to be physical with those type of receivers. McDuffie is not that type of receiver that just go get physical. He's more of a technician. So I know we was talking about that this summer. That's gonna be something that I'm looking at for McDuffie. If he gets on those bigger receivers, how is he go hold up? But yeah, no Snead. That definitely changed a lot, man, with the physicality with those bigger and smaller receivers.
for sure. And like also, I'm gonna see if they bring Jalen Hicks slowly along as well because to me, like I think the kid's already good. Like he's been around the ball like almost every play
Yeah,
in
yeah.
preseason.
And I know Cook and Reed is like the probably two of the biggest veterans on our defense for real. And it's not even well, two of them, and they're not even that old. But yeah, you gonna have to find a way to get him in there, man. That's a fact too. You gonna have to find a way to get Hicks in there. I don't know who you gonna take out if you gonna go 3-3-5 or what you gonna do. Or you gonna have to do something to get him in there. Definitely, him and Connor.
Yeah, I think those guys they're gonna be playing the box quite a bit
Yeah.
this season. Especially like against the run. So, but yeah, let's get to the front seven. I'm gonna start with the linebackers. Now, this is another spot I'm concerned about because we mentioned earlier in the show, Willie Gay, you lose that speed, you lose that athleticism. Like, or even when he was out of position, he was able to make it up with his speed and athleticism to get back in position just in time to make a play. Now, in this situation, we got Leo Chanel now. Now, Leo is athletic himself, but it's a little different, if you know what I mean. It's a different type of athleticism. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, I'm not saying Leo can't do the job, but Lamar Jackson, I mean, that's a different specimen to try to slow down,
The
especially
most
if he gets out.
explosive, yeah, the most explosive quarterback ever. Like shit, not even just quarterback. He one of the most explosive weapons. Period. So good luck, Leo.
So, like, how you feeling? So, how you feeling about this? How you feeling about the linebackers right now?
I'm a little worried for what you saying. Lamar's feet also because of coverage because of Mark Andrews and Likely. I think that's gonna be a tough cover. Um, I think Lamar gonna have a good game against our defense. I don't think our defense right now is the defense that's gonna be come playoff time. A lot of young people in the secondary that need to get snaps. We don't know about this the corner like we just were talking about. So I'm expecting Lamar to have a little success early. They've been with each other. They got a little continuity. Um, Hopefully he just don't go too crazy. He has had success running the ball against us, but he just don't do it that much, man. So I think he'll have a good game, no.
Yeah, I think Lamar could do a little something on the ground, but the key is to like slow down Derrick Henry, like make sure he don't really get going, and we get
Mm.
up enough to where we make Lamar throw the ball because as great of a talent as Lamar Jackson is, like sometimes it gets tough for him because he ain't really got the wide receivers.
Ah, there
He
you go.
don't.
There you go. I thought you was
I
gonna
mean, he
finally
don't.
do it. I thought you finally was gonna do it. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, okay.
But
You
but,
slick
but
as hell. Okay.
nah, because look, let's be honest, Boog. Has he had the wide receivers on the level of when Joe Flacco had Steve Smith and Anquan Bolton?
No.
Well, all right,
But also
all
he
right.
gotta have those type of receivers to be successful. Cause I mean he got Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely. Flacco didn't have that.
But yeah, I mean, but they tight ends though. You know what I'm saying? It's a little different. And like historically, we've slowed down Mark Andrews historically in this matchup. Like he's never had a good game against us.
But Mark
So like,
Andrews is almost 1,000 yard tight end. Like that's not just a tight end. We're not gonna do
I
that.
mean, for sure, like that's the number one guy. I mean, he got no choice.
And Isaiah Likely was shit. He was looking like a top 5 tight end when he was hurt.
Well, I mean, I say likely, yeah, he's very talented. He had his moments, but I don't know about top five tight end. But
I'm just
yeah,
saying stat wise
I know,
when was just saying. I'm not saying he is that though. I'm
I
not
know,
saying that.
I know what you mean though. Like he had a little hot run or whatever, but at the end of the day, man, like at some point you gotta go to the perimeter and shoot those guys. They ain't really beating their man. You know what I'm saying?
Zay Flowers not beating his
I
man.
mean, Zay Flowers. I mean, that's one guy, but let's be
Oh,
honest. Is Zay Flowers really a true number one right now?
oh man, Chuck, don't do this, man.
He's good. He's
Don't do
good, but
this, Chuck.
he's good, but he still got work to do. Like you look, you saw how Legere Sneak poked the ball
So
away
because of
from.
that one poke out, we now saying Zay not the number one. So is Rasheed a number? Well, you know what? We was consistently saying Rasheed Rice is not a number one too, right?
Yeah,
So he's not okay. All right. Well, I'll let that slide then. If he's not no
Yeah,
number one, he's not.
yeah. They just got to the league. Like they had solid rookie seasons, but they still got work. They still got work to do. Like they still got stuff they can improve on. But I'm not saying Zay not gonna get better. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying
Yeah.
Zay
You just saying
won't
he's not a
eventually.
number one receiver right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right.
Like
I'll give you that. That's fair.
he still got some things to work on to get to that point. But I'm just saying like I'm not saying he can't get there. Um,
Oh, but hold on. I'm sorry. But we are saying skill position wise, Baltimore has enough to win the championship, right?
I mean they've been going to the playoffs whenever Lamar is healthy. Now, but the thing is, we're in a way for one. I
But you
mean,
didn't answer me though.
what
Skill position wise, Baltimore has enough to win the championship, correct?
to be a contender? I don't know about winning a championship.
They got a
Like,
top five defense, and then we just take Lamar off the team, and they got a top five tight end. They got a nice receiver. They got a cool enough team to win the Super Bowl, right?
they got good. They got great defense. They got a running game. But until they get that true number one,
Oh my
they not gonna get
gosh.
over the hump. I'm just saying, bro. Like you saw in the AFC Championship game how he was locking them boys up. I'm just saying.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, man, um, I'm not really too concerned about our linebackers as far as like covering the tight ends.
Mm,
I think we'll be all right in that area. But as far as like slowing down the run, I mean that could be a concern with more so Lamar Jackson than Derrick Henry. Because honestly, I think I mean Derrick Henry he's still a good back, but Father Time does knock on that door at some point, and you just gotta wonder.
yeah. I think Father John might knock on his end. I still think he's like a 80 yard. He can get 8 yards on us type game. Like I just don't think our defense right now is nearly as good as it was where we ended last year. We
Yeah, I
done
agree
lost
with
some
you.
key players. We done in key spots. We got younger, and I think they know that too. We changed our whole philosophy. This is an offensive team now, not a defensive team. So I'm not expecting them to like shut down Baltimore's offense. I'm not.
I mean, look, I agree with you. But honestly, man, the way I see it, man, I think this could be like kind of a low scoring game again. I'm not
Mm,
saying it's gonna be 17-10, but
hmm
you know, first to 20, first team to get to the 20s wins it. I mean, that's how I kind of see it. I think this is like a slower paced game to me,
mm.
just by looking at it.
But that could. I mean, that's definitely possible. Like we were saying earlier, how Baltimore lost isn't. It's not even that Baltimore lost to the. It was how they lost. With the whole way they got to the playoffs was running the ball, number one run team. They got against us and was like, "Fuck that, we're not even gonna do it." So I feel like Baltimore wants to prove it to themselves and run the ball with Derrick Henry. Like they got to prove it to them that they can do that and try to beat Mahomes, not try to match Mahomes with throwing throw for throw, making Lamar try to beat Patrick Mahomes type quarterback. No, if we go beat Mahomes, Lamar got to run for 80 yards and he got to throw for 200, 300 yards. It's not be Lamar throwing for 400 yards beating the Chiefs. Like that don't that's not how they go beat us.
Yeah, and that leads me to this point. We talk about the defensive line. I mean, it's pretty much the same group of guys in the
Hmm.
starting four, other than Charles Emmanuel being out. You got you got Chris in the middle.
Hmm. Chris in the middle, Karloftis,
Yeah, my fault. Chris in the middle.
Daniel.
Carlotis, Dana, and then who am I missing? Oh yeah, Turk, Big Turk, of course. Ted said Ted. You think it's the first of 30? Well, I mean, we'll see. I mean, regular season historically, yeah, it's been kind of high scoring, but I think it'll be a little different this time because I think the Ravens defense has gotten better in comparison to when we played them in the past. So, but hey, it might. You never know. We just trying to predict. We just trying to predict these things. So, Queen stupid. Stupid. Nah, but yeah, man, our defensive line. I think we should be able to. I think we should be able to handle their offensive line, no problem, really, because the Ravens, they offensive line, they got younger now. I mean, it looks like they done dropped off a little bit on paper, so it's a little inexperienced from that standpoint.
And
Now,
like I said, they rotating on that too. So obviously they don't feel that confident in their offensive line that they're rotating their guards and doing that stuff. Like,
yeah, now for what I know is like with a young offensive line like that, you got to try to establish the run first, just to try to make things, just try to make it comfortable on them. But I think Chris Jones being that middle man, that's gonna be problems, in my opinion, as far as like trying to hand the ball off the Derrick Henry stuff. I'm not saying Derrick Henry gonna be completely shut down, but I think in this matchup we can slow him down just enough, and then we'll get into the position to where Lamar Jackson will have to try to be Superman. You try to be Action Jackson, and honestly, I think they can play in our hands as long as our
yeah,
pass rush gets there.
I agree. It's gonna be. We got to get some pressure on Lamar for sure. We definitely need him to be flustered. So I know we've been talking about FAU. I'm not sure if we got high expectations for him this week going against Lamar, but we need Karlaftis and Chris Jones. We gonna definitely need them to one of them to make a play this week, man.
Hmm. Do we think the league has changed? Oh yeah, absolutely. Like you see with these new kickoff rules now. I mean that's a change. So I'm definitely so no yeah. Let's get to that. Let's get to the special teams. So because this will be the first official game with the new kickoff rules. What do you think, bro? Like you think Dato got is in his bag for this one, as far as like strategizing with the kickoff returns?
I think him or Harbaugh go try something slick. You know, Harbaugh was a special teams coach with Andy. He one of them two was gonna try it. It's gonna be who could try it first. We're gonna get some trickery on one of them, but I'm still getting used to that kickoff. I think it's gonna be a little different now that the games actually count, and we gonna have our real kick returners out there. But yeah, it's gonna take some getting used to with that for sure.
To me, I just think it's. I'm not really a big fan of it, honestly, bro. I'm gonna be real
It
with
might
you.
grow on us though. We like I said, we dinosaurs, bro. We've been watching this shit 20 years. We don't want nothing to change. So maybe it get more entertaining. We get more run backs. I don't know. I'm optimistic.
The future Chiefs Hall of Famer. Who you talking about, Quinn? You talking about Hardman. You talking about Hardman.
Oh man, your boy would love that if he did that. Oh, we wouldn't hear the end of the country if he ran back one. He's putting them in the Hall of Fame Thursday night if he run one back for sure. Just know that, Quinn.
Yeah, shout out to country, man. But McCole, he got a chance. I mean, it's not like McCole hasn't had a great game against Baltimore before.
I was
You
just
remember
finna say, I feel like he had a big play against them, right?
a few years ago? I think he had over 100 yards
Yeah,
in like
yeah.
in a TD. So yeah, he done had a monster game against Baltimore before. So we'll see. But boy, by the looks of it, he gonna be more focused on the kick returns. I don't know if we really gonna see much of him on offense. So
Yeah.
and then we got the two best kickers. We got two best kickers in the league. Both of
Yep.
these teams. I saw I saw somebody ask Justin Tucker like, is he gonna change his routine in comparison to what he did from the AFC Championship game? And he was like, he basically was like, he's not changing a thing. Like he's gonna do the same thing. So
Yeah, he took the high road, man. You know, it ain't no. They was trying to be the bullies, man.
yeah,
They was trying to be the bullies last year, and that's what happened when a bully get bullied. But I don't think it's gonna be all that this year. It's regular season. We getting our rings. It don't mean the same. It's not as much trash talking in the media because it's the first week. It's kind of more humbleness from both
yeah, it
teams. I feel
is.
like
It is. It is for sure. Now next week it go all change, but we'll see.
it's for
Um,
sure going out the window next week for sure.
well, yeah. So yeah, let's go on and get to let's go and get to a prediction of the game. Like, how do you see this one turning out?
I'm gonna go like. 31 to like 27. I think Baltimore. I think early we're gonna be going back and forth, but I think Baltimore is just gonna be able to run that ball and they go try to control that clock. I think at the end in the fourth quarter we get that stop. Mahomes goes down there and scores. We take that lead and win. But I think it's gonna be a close game. It's gonna be a good game. We're gonna get some big plays from the Chiefs. I definitely think we're gonna hit them deep a couple times. We're gonna get some big Kelsey plays. But I think we're gonna get some big Lamar plays on the ground. I think him and Derrick Henry gonna have a good game. I'm giving them about almost 200 combined on the ground. I think they're gonna have a good game running. But I think
Ooh,
we just
man.
stop them at the end.
Jeez, man. 200 on the ground. Jeez.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, I think if that happens, I mean, I don't think that's in our favor, really. If they run the ball down our throats like that, that kind of feels like we lose the game in that situation. But we'll see, man. Maybe we'll turn them over a bit or whatever. Said, what did I just say? You guys nailed it. I said 27, 20, 20. Man, look, we've
Oh
been
man,
waiting.
I love that, man.
We've been waiting for Trent to get a pick for so long, bro. Like he deserved it.
If he get it week one, that'd be like just to get them bold predictions out the way, because I know we was on that bold prediction. We get that shit knocked out the way week one, that'd be nice. I would love that. Hopefully.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so for me, man, I think it is gonna be a close one, man. Um, I think it would be like I think it'd be 24-17 us. That's how I see this game. It'd be kind of slow pace, the teams filling out each other or whatever. Because I mean that's kind of like how it was last year. But here's the thing: like as long as we catch the ball, if we catch the ball, we win the game. Because that's just what happened last year, week one. Like we weren't catching the ball, and even though it was mostly on one guy, like we didn't catch the ball as a team, and that eventually bit us. So like as long as we do our job, as long as we catch the ball, have that ball security, tighten up, and then on defense, if we get opportunity to punch the ball out of their hands, cause a fumble or two, then we're straight.
And we know that's gonna be a point of emphasis for them this week too. How we ended last game. So
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I can see 24-17 or 24-20. It'll be somewhere in there.
see that.
All right, so let's go and get to the other news in the NFL. I know you seen Jamar Chase. He practicing all of a sudden.
Yeah.
So did he finally? So I guess did he finally get the realization that he's not gonna get paid this season during the season, and he have to wait till after the season?
Yeah. Probably. He didn't want to get fined no money. Showing up. I don't blame him. Uh Bengals gonna have to pay somebody, or they gonna have to let somebody go. This the last offseason without us finding out who it's gonna be. Higgins probably is gone. They still gonna have to sign Chase to big money. I mean, you got to get him 33, 34 million. You got to. Like, you got to, man. There's no way he don't get at least that. He got to get, what is AJ Brown getting? 30? I mean, what AJ Brown getting?
The library was closing.
They gotta pay him, man. They gonna
Yep.
have to pay him top two, top three. So, I mean, I don't see what's the hold up. To me, I'll try to get it over with early, but I guess Bengals is cheap. They don't want to.
I mean, Joe gonna force their hand at the end of the day.
I think so.
Could yeah, like somebody made a point to me like I was just a Bengals fan I was talking to, and he made this point like Jettas he had to wait till after this third season was completed to get paid, and it was the
And
same case with CD Lamb too.
and,
So
and I like Chase, and it might be cheap bias from what he's done to us, but I'm not taking him over them.
I mean I don't know, man. Like
You take him
Chase
over
is
Justin Jefferson?
he in that conversation for sure.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Even though he is Prince push off,
I
at
can't put him
times.
over. I can't put him over Justin Jefferson. I
I
can't
mean,
even
was
put
he?
him over CD, but I could put them on the same.
Look, I'm definitely taking him over CD, bro. Like to CD,
Why is it definitely?
CD's like he's good, but he more finessing it to me. Like you got to put him in spots for him to get open and everything. I don't think CD can play over the field like that, like how Chase can play over the field. That's just me personally.
CD is producing better than he is.
I mean, he get
Whether
more
you want to
target,
say that's injuries or whatever, but why is he getting more target? He's getting
but
open.
I mean, he is. Yeah, like I said, like they line him up in the slot for the most part, and that's like his sweet spot for the most part. Like I'm not saying CD don't do damage outside either, but he does most of his damage in the slot. Like Chase, you can line him up anywhere, and also CD ain't got to deal with a wide receiver two or a wide receiver three cutting to his snaps because they got Brandon Cooks over there still in Dallas, but he's getting older.
Mm.
So, and I mean, it's obvious that's Dak's guy. Like CD is obviously Dak's guy, so he's gonna go to him a lot in the past game. So, but that's just me though. But at the end of the day, I think Jamar is gonna get paid more than Justin. At the end of the day,
Whew.
he'll yeah he'll raise that market a little bit.
What's that? 35 then, right? What you saying?
Yeah, yeah,
Whew.
35 for sure.
I'm all for it. Pay him 30 shit. Pay him 40. Shit, he deserved all.
Yeah. So, all right. So, and what other news? Okay, so Peter Schrager he did the predictions for the AFC,
Mhm.
and he has three AFC West teams going to the playoffs. So, I mean, what do you think about that, bro?
That ain't gonna
You
happen.
got us, the Chargers, and the Broncos going to the playoffs.
Say that again.
You got us, the Chargers, and the Broncos going to the playoffs.
No,
I
no,
mean,
that ain't
do you
happening, bro.
this is my thing. You remember when Good Morning Football had to be off the air for a minute
Yeah,
while they was trying to figure out the next plans and stuff?
yeah.
Do you think they went behind the scenes and told Peter, "Look, Peter, I know you've been doing your thing with these predictions and getting the right stuff, but if you want to keep getting this check, you gotta have at least one or two hot takes." I mean,
Man,
what you think? What you think about that, bro?
I feel like everybody gotta have them hot takes now. Like, I don't know. A lot of times it don't sound authentic, but I just don't understand how you picking three teams from the AFC West this year. Maybe he knows something we don't know. He high as a motherfucker. Cause no, I mean you got too many other. That means you only getting one other wild card out of the North, out of the East. So that means Buffalo Jets. Uh,
All right, you too.
none of them making it. Baltimore, we got to make playoffs. So no Pittsburgh. I mean, not Pittsburgh. No,
My fault. What you say,
Cleveland.
bro?
I'm saying if we do three teams in the AFC West, that means you only getting one wild card in the AFC. So who's that gonna be? The Bengals, the Jets, Buffalo, Miami. Like you got all these teams. Okay, but nah, no way, no way. AFC West getting three teams. I don't see how that can happen, man. What they saying? He had Broncos, bro. I don't know what happened to get Broncos in the playoffs. I don't see that one.
Yeah, and
I would take the Chargers if I was gonna take an AFC West team, to be honest. And no way I got the Broncos.
yeah. I saw Quinn say that Sean Payton is his boy. Like I didn't really know
Oh,
that
okay,
until just
okay.
now. So I mean that's interesting. Now I am interested to see how that dynamic's going to work with him, Bo Nix, and Joe Lombardi, because I think honestly, Sean Payton and Bo Nix they can get on the same page probably, and like Sean Payton gonna run that offense mostly, but you know if you get to a situation where you know there's like some miscommunication, you know between Bo and Joe Lombardi, I think it get to a point where Sean Payton might take that thing over completely.
Yeah,
Now it's up to the skill position players do their job in Denver. Like I'm able to see how he's gonna collaborate with those guys and see if they get see if we can get them on the same page. But I think it's gonna be a learning curve for both Knicks. And to me personally, Denver, they still got a ways to go. Like, shout out to Pat Surtain for being the highest paid
Shout out,
corner in the league.
shout out to him, man.
Well deserved.
Yeah,
He's definitely a top three corner in the league.
yes,
So
I agree. But I just don't. I can't give Broncos 10 wins, bro. Like I can't. Like 10 wins is too much for them. I got, like I said, the AFC South. Shit, I think Tennessee and Denver is about on the same tier. I got Jacksonville better. I got Houston better. I got shit. I got the Colts probably better than Denver this year. I just can't get Denver in the playoff. I definitely can't get 3 teams. Uh, I got Chiefs in the playoffs in the West. That's it. I don't know if he maybe yeah maybe he had to rent was due, man. Maybe it was a rent due tweet, man. I don't know. I can't do that though, man. That's I can't hear you, Chuck. But yeah, yeah,
maybe, man, it might be. I don't know, bro. But I just found that weird with Denver. Now the Chargers, like they run the same script. They they always got to put them in the mix somehow every year before the season begins, or even during the year when you know they feel like they're gonna make a run and everything. But I'll say this, man, like the addition of Jim Harbaugh and that coaching staff, and I think Justin Herbert is gonna be on point with Ladd McConkey. So I mean I can see that combination working out right out the gate because I feel like they're gonna look for him on third downs. You already got a report with Josh Palmer a little bit. Even though he don't really score that much. I mean, he's talented, but you ain't really seen like his full potential or anything. So like when you put that all together, I think they'll be a little better than what people think. But I think that they think they're gonna need another year
yeah.
before they make the
I
playoffs.
can agree with that. But I will say Harbaugh and uh and Herbert. I'm gonna always take the best quarterback coach combo, and I think they got the second best quarterback coach combo in our division. So for that, yeah, that's why I would say if anybody in the West was gonna make the playoffs, it would be the Chargers. But I still got them on the outside looking in. But that's nasty work. I can't justify the Broncos, Chuck. Maybe Bo Nix is gonna be a shit. He got to be that guy.
Yeah, and I mean, Sean Payton got the back of his talk because
Uh,
like he said like he got the potential to be something, but you know we'll just see on that. But the Chargers, I mean, the only way I could see them maybe be in the mix for a wild card is if they defense do something. Like they defense ain't really been healthy
no, it's the
for a
Chargers.
minute now. Because like
That
Joey, when the last time Joey Bosa played a full season?
it's been a long time. It's been a
When the last
long
time?
time.
When the last time Derwin James played a full season?
It's been a man.
And Khalil Mack, he's 33 years old. He ain't getting no younger.
like like country always say, did they get rid of the medical staff? If they did that, Chargers got a chance to be okay. If not, they got the same medical staff and the same injury type problems they've been having. Even Harbaugh can't overcome that. But I'm a big Harbaugh fan, man. Like I definitely think he gonna turn them around. Next couple years we'll be worried about them, but I ain't worried about them this year yet.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so we got those out the way. Let's go ahead and get into like some predictions, man, for the season before we get up out of here. So so like we all like, everybody on Kingdom Cast, we all agree the Chiefs gonna three-peat. Like they gonna finally make history, right?
Yeah.
Who do you think come out the NFC?
Uh, I think last time I said Packers. I'm leaning towards Packers. I think they gonna be cool. I think 49ers is starting to be too much shit going on around now. Uh, It's gonna be a dark horse. Packers, man. I'm gonna go Packers right now. I got Lions falling off this year, Quinn.
I'm on the same accord with you, bro. Like, cause the Lions last year they had a hell of a year.
They did.
They surprised a lot of people. Dan
Mm-hmm.
Campbell, he's done a good job building that culture and everything. But here's the thing I'm concerned about with Dan Campbell. He was like the reverse Brandon Staley. Like he went for it at a lot of times on fourth down, and he got away with it.
Mm-hmm.
They was converting. Like it's just hard for me to believe they're gonna do that again if he keeps doing that. And
Yeah.
yeah, Quinn, you got a point there. Like they only played 3 games outdoors,
Yeah, that's
so that
interesting.
is an
That's
advantage for them.
interesting.
But with that being said, bro, like the NFC North gonna be fun. That
Yes.
NFC North is gonna be fun, and
Yes.
I think I'll probably lean towards Packers too. You know what I'm saying? Um, I think Jordan Love's gonna take that step, take the next step, and carry on what he did in the second half of the year. Like when you still got a good young core wide receiver. I mean, you got Josh Jacobs instead of Aaron Jones now.
That's gonna be a
Um,
big ass pickup right there, bro. I think. I think that's
yeah,
gonna be.
because if he's healthy, he's built the running Lambo. He's built for that
Yes.
cold environment up there. So and then you got the young tight ends and Musgrave and Kraft, and then defensively, Rashawn Gary. I mean, he's poised to step up and have the best year of his career. You got Kenny Clark there still, Devondre Campbell, Jair shutdown corner still. I mean, that young group. I think that young group defensively gonna get a little better, personally. So that's not a bad pick, really.
Yeah. That's where I'm leaning right now. Uh.
But another team that can possibly make some noise and get to the AFC Championship game or get back to the AFC Championship game.
Eagles.
Nah, I'm down the Eagles this year, bro. I
Damn.
think they're gonna be the most disappointed team. I'm telling y'all,
Ooh
they got
wee.
Dream Team 2.0 vibes to me, bro. They
Ooh
brought in
wee.
the wrong they brought in the wrong offensive coordinator, bro. Like Kellen Moore, that was the wrong dude in my opinion to bring in. Like statistically, yeah, he gonna get you the numbers statistically. You know what I'm saying? He gonna help you get you paid and all that, but when it comes to situational football and the game is tight, he gonna mess it up.
Mm.
I mean, that's how he's always been.
It's gonna be tough. Philly, yeah. Who's your sleeper? Who you didn't say though?
I think the Rams, bro,
Wow.
that's crazy.
Mm.
This is without Aaron Donald, but like
Mm.
they got they got Fisky, and I think did they get Jared Verse too? I can't remember if they got both Florida State boys or not, but um, Fisky gonna help in the hit in the middle on a D line. I know they lost Ernest Jones, but I don't think this had a big of a loss because they got somebody decent to replace him. And then the secondary, I mean, you got Darius Williams back there still. Um, but yeah, man, like Sean McVay, he's just a good coach, man, and I think they're in a position to get back to where they were, man. Like Cooper Cup, he was hurt. He was hurt a
Yeah.
bit last year. He's back all the way healthy. A lot of people are kind of sleeping on him because of the emergence of Puka Nakua, but I think
They
they're gonna
got the
be both on
receiver
the same
core.
accord. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna be on the same accord. And you got Kyron Williams coming back.
They got skill positions. Period.
Yeah, yeah. So I think they're gonna be straight. And they still got our old friend. I think they still got our old friend Demarcus over there. So it's
Right.
not really it's not really saying much, but I'm just saying,
Backwards. DeMarcus backwards option. Yeah.
man. But yeah, since you went Packers, man, I'll probably go Chiefs Rams. I think I'll go Chiefs Rams for a Super Bowl pick.
And you know the
I'll do
good
that.
thing about this little combo that we just had these last couple minutes is Friday we get to get Packers versus Eagles to start the Friday in Brazil. So I can't wait for that. Friday night. That's even shit. We back outside, man. Thursday night, Friday night. Then we got
We
Sunday, man. Get them parlays
we,
in.
we back outside.
Yes, yes.
Let's see. I'm gonna go to the comments real quick. Country said
I
he
got
got the
Pack
Packers
and
or the Niners.
49ers.
Yeah, Niners,
49ers still
man.
gonna
Yeah,
be good. It's gonna be hard for
yeah,
them
they
not
still
to
gonna be
be
good,
good.
but I just
It's starting to just be too much. Lions got the best roster in that division. Yo, they got a good roster, but I can't hate that deep man. But shit, the Bears, man, the Bears got a fucking
oh,
squad.
look,
Like
Caleb
Caleb
Williams.
don't have to be great. He could be serviceable, and they make the playoffs. That's why I don't know, man. That's why I don't got the Lions making the playoffs.
Yeah, Caleb Williams should not fail in Chicago. Like based on what
No.
they did in the offseason, that team is ready to win. So
Chicago seemed like they said we fucked this up last time. This is what we gonna do the complete opposite. This dude got weapons galore, man. I Bears Bears making the playoffs, man. Or they gonna be right outside.
yeah, I think the Bears they make the playoffs and they win one game,
Mm, that's a
and
hell
then
of a
that'll be
rookie
it.
season. It's a
Yeah.
hell of a rookie season, Chuck.
Oh heck yeah. I'm not going as far as like Nick Wright is going. Talking about Bears to the Super Bowl. I said, man,
That,
look.
that's that's that other one right there. You got to get them. You got to get them views circulating, man.
Oh my god. I mean, look,
Damn.
I don't have a problem with anybody being a Caleb guy, but the Super Bowl, man, like
Yeah,
let's
that's
stop.
crazy. Out the
Let's
gate,
stop,
that's
man.
crazy.
If you would have
We got
said
to relax.
playoff game, if you would have said playoff game like me, and you would have said they would have won a playoff game, okay, cool. But just the thing, he gonna be on Patrick Mahomes' level already. And you know what else is
That's
crazy?
crazy.
He got Caleb Williams as a top 5 quarterback in the league already, and
Stop.
he is not
Stop.
taking one snap.
Stop. We're not doing that. We're
Like
not
he ain't
doing
earned
that,
that
Chuck.
yet.
No. There's nothing he can do this year to get past Lamar, Burrow, Allen. Like he can't pass certain quarterbacks already. I'll take that.
Mhm. Bears last year's Texans. Yeah,
I
it's set
can
up
I
that
can
way.
feel that.
It's
I
set up
can
that way
feel
for
that too.
sure. Exactly, bro. Like
Yeah,
Caleb Williams, he should win Rookie of the Year. But beyond that, I'm not saying NFC Championship game. I'm not saying Super Bowl. Nah.
that's a lot, man. For a rookie, that's saying a lot. Like we can't expect him going to no. Nick Wright is he's wilding with that, man. No,
But yeah, I already mentioned who I think is gonna disappoint this year. Who you think is gonna disappoint in NFL this year? Fail to
uh,
meet expectations.
I I got the Lions. I don't think the Lions is go. I think they're gonna have a little fall off. I think they still got a good team. I just don't think they go win it like they did last year. Let's see, AFC. I probably would go.
You already know, Quinn. They about to
Yeah,
push that agenda
that's what
hard.
it is. That's what it is right there. Let me see. AFC. Somebody I can see following up. Shit, I'm starting to get worried about Miami a little bit. Like that AFC East is gonna be because I don't think the Jets is gonna hit the potential we thought they was gonna hit when they first got Aaron Rodgers. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're a bad team. But then
Mm-hmm.
Buffalo is like, and they done got rid of so much. Are they a playoff team? But then you get to Miami and you like, man, I'm something not right about Miami. I'm just not sold on them. So that AFC East, I don't know, man. Patriots is gonna suck because they're not gonna start their rookie quarterback. But them other three teams, just a lot of question marks that a lot of things can go wrong or right for each team and no telling who win that division. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. I mean the Jets. Yeah, I mean that's definitely one that I think is gonna be disappointing because there's just too much hype with the Jets. Like they got a lot of talent on that team for sure, but you depending on Aaron Rodgers, who's 40 years old now. He'll be turning 41 at some point during the year, coming off an Achilles injury. At
I was
that
about,
age, it's tough.
the expectations starting to seem unrealistic for the Jets now. It's like people talking AFC Championship. I'm like, man, now that's a lot, man. Coming off of Achilles first year playing with each other. I mean, that's a lot, bro.
Yeah, it is. And like and Miami, that's a good one too, because Miami, they offensive line took a little bit of a hit. I don't think they're gonna be as strong running the football. and I think that's going to affect them. That's going to put put Tua in a position that have to do more than what he's accustomed to. And when you put Tua in a position to have to do more, he's going to start turning over a bit. He's going to start falling a bit.
And,
So
and like you were saying, Chuck, that running game was like the biggest factor in their offense last year. That's why they was getting all that deep and all that because they was getting 6 yards a carry running the ball. They was number one running the ball in the league. So yeah, I could see Miami falling off too. What's up, D Mac? I could see Miami falling off. They'll finish third. They'll be fun to watch. But okay,
okay,
Jeff,
all
I,
right,
I
Jeff.
feel you. I'm
That's
gonna
not
take
bad,
I'm
bro.
gonna take lines on the outside of that. Swap the lines in the Bears. We'll
Right,
revisit that for the year over though. We'll see. Cause I think it's
absolutely.
gonna be close. It's gonna be good, man.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that here soon, D Mac. Thanks for reminding me, because I'm about to wrap up the show a little bit. Um, but yeah, at the end of the day, man. Somebody mentioned Jacksonville. Okay, Jacksonville. I know D Mac mentioned this. Jacksonville definitely could be one of those teams that come from last to first. Because I think they
I
finished last
agree.
in the AFC South, if I'm not mistaken. And like they got hampered by
Yeah.
injuries
Yeah.
because Trevor Lawrence, he was actually playing all right the first half of the year, and
Mhm.
then like when he got hurt, it affected him. It affected his ability to be accurate with the ball and everything. So
Yeah.
wait,
I, I I'm with you on that, Chuck.
what did
I
I skip,
think
bro?
I
We
think
talking about the
Jacksonville
Jaguars right
definitely.
now.
I think Jags can definitely win their division. Yes, I think Houston should be the favorite, but they got a Super Bowl winning coach. They got a number one overall quarterback. They got good weapons around them. They got a running game. Their defense didn't improve. And if they healthy, I do think Jacksonville. I definitely think they gonna make the playoffs, but I definitely think they'll contend for that division. McDaniels.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. If they don't make the playoffs, you gonna start hearing them McDaniels type comments.
Okay, since D Mac brought this comment up, do you think the AFC South gets three teams instead
I don't think they get
in the
three, but
playoffs?
I agree with what he's saying though. I think all three of those teams can win. Anthony Richardson, I still need to see a little bit more out of him, but I think the Colts got a good enough team. He could be game manager and they can make it. But no, I don't think they getting three. It's gonna be tough, man. I got Jags. I think Trevor better than he been playing. D man. I'm not saying he's
Yeah,
elite.
yeah. Like when you evaluate a season for last year, it's like okay, I'm gonna let him slide a little bit. Now, if he's healthy and he's playing like that, then yeah, it's gonna be an issue. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna give Trevor a little bit of a pass for last year.
And I
So
think they built this team a little better around him. Even though I loved Ridley and I want the Chiefs to get Ridley, I think getting that younger guy in there that he can build with is better than having those veterans. I think they could be all right, man.
your comment about the ALC North Country, I'm not sold on Pittsburgh, man. I think there's a lot going on in Pittsburgh, bro. Like, and we personally talked about this, bro. Like, you brought up George Pickens the other day. Like, things get back to the point where he get frustrated. Like, he could explode. And you know what's crazy? I saw a clip from
I
a
seen it.
barstool a
I s-
barstool podcast. And they said this dude George Pickens showed up to the game 10 minutes before kickoff with a bag of Twizzlers. I said, "What?"
against the Packers, right?
He said the Jets.
I thought he said
Yeah,
Packers.
yeah. At first, and then he corrected himself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
but
confirmed
I
it was the
seen that.
Jets. Yeah,
That
that was.
uh, that with
Hey, but
Russell Wilson, I just don't. I love the Pittsburgh defense, man. I love their defense. I just can't bet with Russell Wilson, man. With Pickens, that's just don't accident waiting to happen right there.
I
I think you
mean,
got
Tomlin.
Bengals and Ravens, man.
Yeah, I mean, Tomlin is the king getting mid to the playoffs, but you just gotta wonder, man. I mean, when does that run out?
Yeah, I almost feel like Tomlin need to go somewhere else. He deserves something else.
I mean, I
He
can see
might.
that too.
Yeah, I could. What's that quote? If you got two quarterbacks, you got no quarterbacks. We'll see, man. I think Justin Fields would have been better starter though. Personally, I would have just rolled him out, man.
Yeah. Well, shoot, Ted. All right, got plans, man. But hey, appreciate the invite, though. So yeah, man. So I mean, with that being said, I think we're gonna wrap it up here, man. Because of course I gotta get this fantasy football draft going. So for those who are in the Kingdom Cast League, man, just be on alert, randomize the draft order, and we'll get it going in a little bit. So any final thoughts, Boo, before we get up out of here?
Go Chiefs, man. 3-peat starts tomorrow. I'm ready to be at Arrowhead. I'm ready to see my Kansas City, Missouri Chiefs, man. I'm excited, man. Let's get this dynasty rolling again.
Yes, sir. The quest for the three-peat. Do something ain't
Let's
never
get
been
it.
done before. I believe it's that 6 teams have tried, 6 teams have failed. It can't keep going forever, right?
Yep. Yep.
All right. So with that being said, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share our social media platforms. To the next episode. Let's go, Chiefs. We
Go
out.
Chiefs.